Tonight's News Focus. Hologram of Sarawak Premier, the main attraction of UKAS exhibitions at LBAS 2024. Town Hall session with Premier of Sarawak, the main focus of students at LBAS 2024. Budget 2025 allocations at 421 billion ringgit, largest in history of Malaysia. Good evening. The Sarawak Public Communication Unit UKAS exhibition is one of the main attractions at the Malaysian International Trade and Exhibition Centre, MITEC, in conjunction with the 2024 Lamberambe Anak Sarawak LBAS program. The use of holographic technology to showcase the Sarawak Premier in digital form caught the attention of visitors. It not only highlights technological progress, but emphasizes the importance of leaders in shaping the future of Bumi Kenyalang. Starting as early as 8 a.m., this exhibition was filled with activities including the distribution of goodies bag containing exclusive UKAS goods, pamphlets detailing the Sarawak Premier's initiatives, and the Post-COVID-19 Development Strategy PCDS 2030. In addition, there was also a survey session as well as a digital quiz contest offering exciting prizes such as laptop computers, tablets, printers, voice amplifiers, earbuds, power banks, and pen drives. A brief prize presentation ceremony to quiz winners was completed by UKAS Director Samuel Simon. Additionally, in accordance with the slogan Saluran Informasi Rakyat, visitors, especially students who came to the exhibition, had the opportunity to understand the vision and mission from the Sarawak government through the sharing of information by UKAS staff. The town hall sessions with the Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Dato' Abang Upeng, is the main focus for students during LBAS 2024. Deputy Prime Minister Dato' Sri Fadilah Yusof said this is the most popular program among Sarawak students in Peninsular Malaysia.
Sudah pasti salah satu yang dinanti-nantikan ialah sesi Town Hall bersama Yang Berhormat Premier. Ini program yang dinanti-nantikan oleh pelajar-pelajar kita.
Commenting on the announcement of good news for Sarawakians who live in Peninsular Malaysia, the patrons of Sarawak volunteers requested everyone to look forward to the announcement by the Premier of Sarawak at the town hall sessions or dinner later. In the meantime, Dr. Sri Fadilah, who is also the Member of Parliament for Putrajaya, also emphasized that there has been an increase, especially in terms of exhibitors participating in LBAS this year.
Kami begitu ramai sekali, pelbagai sektor, di samping agensi kerajaan, persekutuan, ada juga sebahagian kecil daripada persekutuan yang majoriti negeri dan juga industry players.
The government has allocated 421 billion ringgit or 20.2% of the gross domestic product GDP for budget 2025, a 3.3% rise from 407.5 billion ringgit in the revised budget 2024. The government had previously revised the 2024 expenditure upwards to 407.5 billion ringgit from 393.8 billion ringgit after taking into account the additional spending on subsidies, among other things. The Finance Ministry MOF said 335 billion ringgit or 79.6% of budget 2025's total expenditure is channeled to operating expenditure OE, while the remaining 86 billion ringgit is allocated for development expenditure DE. The Education, Health and Defence Ministries are three primary beneficiaries of Budget 2025, collectively accounting for 31% of the total, the MOF said in its 2025 Fiscal Outlook and Federal Government Revenue Estimates reports released on Friday. Sector-wise, the social sector is allocated 163 billion ringgit of total expenditure, followed by the economy sector with 62.2 billion ringgit, security with 42.6 billion ringgit, and general administration with 23.1 billion ringgit. The remaining 130.1 billion ringgit is budgeted for charge expenditures and transfer payments. For 2025, OE is budgeted at 335 billion ringgit, reflecting a 4.2% rise versus the revised budget 2024 due to higher allocations for emoluments, retirement charges and debt service charges. Compared to the revised budget 2024's OE, budget 2025's OE allocation is 321.5 billion ringgit, while the remaining 86 billion ringgit is embarked for DE. MOF further said the supplies and services allocation is expected to rise under budget 2025 to meet the growing demand for effective public service delivery. The ministry said 9.3 billion ringgit of the total OE will be allocated for grants and transfer to state governments, with 7.2 billion ringgit designated for constitutional transfers. It said the largest portion of the allocation is for state roads maintenance. The development allocation for Sabah and Sarawak continues to be prioritized under budget 2025, with allocations of 6.7 billion ringgit and 5.9 billion ringgit respectively, making them among the highest in the country. Prime Minister Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim said it was crucial to close the development gap among the states, particularly in essential infrastructure such as roads, electricity and clean water. The Madani government fulfills the commitments of past leaders regarding the Malaysia Agreement 1963, and this should not be questioned as Sabah and Sarawak receive special attention, he said while presenting the budget in the Dewan Rakyat on Friday. Dr. Sri Anwar, who is also the Finance Minister, noted that the government planned to double the special grants for Sarawak and Sabah to 600 million ringgit next year. He said that the special grant for Sarawak had not been reviewed since 1969. The Prime Minister said this year 2024, the Madani government increased the allocation to 300 million ringgit compared to 16 million ringgit Sarawak and 125.6 million ringgit Sabah. He said that a total of 17 work packages for the Pan-Borneo Sabah Phase 1B had been issued with a contract value of 9.7 billion ringgit, covering the routes from Kota Belud to Kudat, Tawau to Kampung Lot M, and Telupit to Ranau, while the Pan-Borneo Sarawak was expected to be completed by November 2024. Dr. Sri Anwar said the overall expenditure for the Pan-Borneo projects in Sarawak and Sabah had reached 25.1 billion ringgit. The government has finalized 4 work packages for the Sabah-Sarawak Link Road SSLR Phase 2, valued at 7.4 billion ringgit, with 2 packages already awarded, while the remaining packages are expected to be finalized before the end of the year. He said the government also agreed to implement the expansion projects for Tawau Airport in Sabah and Jemiri Airport in Sarawak at a cost of 253 million ringgit. The federal government and Sarawak would also collaborate to develop the Sarawak Cancer Centre, estimated to cost 1 billion ringgit, said Anwar, while praising Sarawak's willingness to prioritize funding for the construction of the project. The 20th anniversary celebrations of the American Corner Sarawak mark 2 decades of close cooperation between Sarawak and the United States of America in fostering cultural exchange as well as promoting education and digital innovation. Sarawak Deputy Minister of Youth, Sports and Entrepreneurship Development, Dr. Ripin Lamat said, American Corner Sarawak continues to develop as a dynamic education center by providing various programs based on digital and technology in line with the state's digital economy aspirations.
We have seen digital workshops, virtual exchanges, and tech-based initiatives empower our youth and communities with the skill they need to succeed in the increasingly interconnected world.
He said this when completing the 20th anniversary of American Corner Sarawak at the Sarawak State Library on Friday. He emphasized the state government's belief that by introducing artificial intelligence, AI literacy, as well as fostering entrepreneurship and digital innovation, American Corner Sarawak will be one of the main drivers in helping Sarawak achieve aspiration as a regional leader in the digital economy. The initiative carried out by American Corner Sarawak is also in line with the 2030 Sustainable Development Goals SDG 2030 outlined by the United Nations UN, emphasizing the importance of sustainable development in ensuring inclusive and responsible growth. And that's the English edition with me, Philip Yeoh. More news can be found in our official portal, ukas.sarawak.gov.my, and social media platforms, including Facebook and YouTube. We conclude the bulletin today with the launching ceremony of the LBAS 2024 exhibition at MyTech Kuala Lumpur on Saturday. #Saluran Informasi Rakyat. Have a good night.